All right, Taylor, you ready to go? Thumbs up. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're ready. Okay. So Taylor, just to let you know, we're recording this so other people can see it. But so if it sounds like we're talking to someone else, that's because we are. All right. Okay. So thanks for coming in. We got today's workout for Eagle Strong. I have Coach Eggleston here with me today. I'm Coach Joe. We're going to get started with a warm-up. And we have 3 short workouts. And that'll be about 3 to 4 minutes each. Right? So we're going to need a mat and some open space. Let's start in a kneeling position. If we start in a kneeling position, we're just going to warm up that neck a little bit. We're going to look straight down to the floor and straight up to the ceiling. So we're looking up and down just from the neck. Stretching out those neck muscles on the front and the back side. Let's bring our ear to our shoulder, not our shoulder to our ear. So from side to side, we're tilting our head. Then let's rotate so we look all the way to the left, like we're trying to look behind us without moving anything but our neck, and all the way to the right, trying to look all the way behind us. So from left to right. Then we're going to link all 3 of those together. We're going to look down. While looking down, we're going to look to the front part of our right shoulder, to the back part of our right shoulder, all the way up to the ceiling, back part of our left shoulder, front part of our left shoulder, and straight down. Let's look the other way. Front part of our left shoulder, back part of our left shoulder, all the way up to the ceiling, back part of our right shoulder, front part of our right shoulder, and down. Let's do some shoulder circles, shrugging up and backwards and forward. Big circular motion. Now we're just doing the shoulders now, not the neck. If we find ourselves kind of chicken necking forward, we want to stop doing that. Let's go the other way. Then we're going to reach out in front of us. As we reach out in front of us, try to reach as far out as you can. As we reach out, we rotate our thumbs down, reaching forward. Then we're going to pull in. As we pull in, our palms are up. This is kind of a little bit like a Tai Chi move, but we're trying to pinch our shoulder blades together, then push them apart. Deep breaths in between each rep, pulling in and reaching out. I'll give you a side angle. Nothing else moves but our shoulder blades and those arms. We're trying to reach as far as we can out and then pull our hands as far back as we can, reaching those elbows back. Then we're going to go arms out to the side. We're going to give ourselves a big hug. And then we're going to chop back out and we'll switch sides. So we switch the top arm each time. Big hug to ourselves and then chop out. Bring it back in. We're going to do arm circles. Our palms are down. We're going to start off small. From the shoulder, as we start off small, we gradually get bigger. We're going forward on those circles, as big as we can in that forward motion. Let's go other ways. Palms down, starting off small. Now we're going in the opposite direction. Gradually get bigger. All the way back. Let's bring our hands together. Reach our thumb in between our shoulder blades and then double arm karate chop down. Thumbs in between the shoulder blades, elbows up, and chop down. All right, we're going to bring our hands down underneath our shoulder blades, our knees underneath our hips. Now we're going to do some cat-cow. So rounding out our back, taking a deep breath in through the belly, and then extending our back, trying to bring our belly button, our chest to the floor and look up to the ceiling. So we'll do a couple each way. Breath in between each rep, like we're trying to fill up a balloon that's in our belly. All right, we're going to stand up. We're going to start with our feet together. I'm going to give a side angle. Coach Eggleston's going to look straight ahead at you. What we're going to do is we're going to reach down and we're going to touch our toes. From there, we're going to try to go into as deep of a squat as we can. Your squat might look a little bit different. Maybe we're a little more upright. Then we're back into that toe reach. We're going to do that for a couple times each way. So toe reach, down into a squat or chair pose if you're a yogi, back into that toe touch, alternating between the two. Now we're going to go feet shoulder width apart, a little more traditional of a stance for these movements. We're going to reach back down. From there, drop down into the squat. Again, everyone's going to have a different looking squat. Back into that toe reach and into that squat. We're going to go feet wider in a kind of a standing straddle position. We're not going to be able to touch our toes, but still reaching down towards the floor. So reaching down towards the floor, then dropping down into a kind of sumo-based squat. Drive those knees out, chest up, back into the floor reach. A sumo squat to a standing straddle with a reach down to the floor. And that's going to wrap up our little bit of our warm-up. And we're going to speed things up a little bit. So as we've been doing in the past, we're going to do I call it a Tabata Mashup. So what we're going to do is 20 seconds of work. You're going to have 10 seconds to rest. We're going to do 8 movements total. So if you watch both Coach Eggleston and I, we'll be demonstrating the movements and doing it with you all the way through. We're going to start with jumping jacks. So make sure we have enough space. We're going to go for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and jumping jacks. Five seconds. And time. So we're going to go into a plank position. I'm going to give a side angle. Coach Eggleston will go straight forward. So from a high plank down to a low plank in 3, 2, 1, and go. So high plank to low plank. Imagine we've got a glass of water on our lower back. We don't want to spill it over. So controlled movement. Don't just fall down there. 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. We're back up. This time we've got seal jacks. Seal jacks, we're going to have our arms out and we're going to clap our hands together. So arms out, legs out, hands in, and feet in. In 3, 2, 1, go. You can clap or just bring those hands together, arms wide and close together. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. We're back down into that plank position. We can be in a little bit of a tabletop position if we'd like, and we're tapping the shoulders. Slow and controlled, same thing with that. Glass of water on our lower back, and we're moving in the shoulder taps. Our legs can be straight, like we're at the top of a push-up, or we can be in this tabletop position like I'm in. Slow, controlled shoulder taps. Tapping the opposite shoulder in 3, 2, and 1. Now we've got split jacks. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Arm forward, arm back. And we cycle in the air in 3, 2, 1, go. Don't have to be like a lunge. This can be nice and light. If you'd like to go lower, by all means. It could be fast, it could be slower. Have a big range of motion, and have a small range of motion. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we're back to that plank position. Our feet, they're going to stay in the same position. We're going to walk our hands out as far as we can and back out. Don't face plant. We want to stay upright as much as we can. Get as low as you can without falling. Less than 10 seconds to go, folks. Great work. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Last one. Our arms are out, our legs are out. We're going to cross over our arms. We're going to cross over our legs. We're going to switch each time. And we're going.
Last one, guys.
15 seconds. Cross the legs, cross the arms, switch each time. 5 seconds.
And
3,
time.
2, And 1. All right, last one. We're back to that plank position. This time we're going to walk our hands to our feet as close as we can, and then walk it back out. So I call them a pike walk up. We walk our hands to our feet, walk it back out into that top of the push-up. We got 10 seconds. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice work.
Good job.
So now we can get some water. Maybe our heart rate's beating a little bit. A good way to check our heart rate is at our wrist, right? And if we look at a clock and time it over the course of 10 seconds, we can find our heartbeat. So I'll go for the timer. If we can find our heartbeat in 3, 2, 1 for 6 seconds, how many heartbeats? I got 11.
I had 12.
So what you would do is you'd take that number and you'd multiply it by 10, and that's your beats per minute for your heart rate. The higher it is, the faster that heart is thumping. All right, so we grab some water if we want. We're moving on to our next workout. Now this time, Taylor, what we're going to do is 2 movements, right? I'm going to demonstrate both, but what we're going to do is you're going to start by doing 2 of them, and then you're going to do 4 of them, then you're going to do 6 of them. All right, so the 2 movements are going to be a push-up. Coach Eggleston, let's see what you'll be working with, and I can demonstrate with what we can do. So just do whatever push-ups you're comfortable with.
I will do a modified push-up on my knees.
So she's going to go from her knees, go all the way down to the floor. We can also do a traditional push-up, not let any part of our body, but we're still getting low. There's also hand release push-ups. We can lift our hands up and out. Army style push-up, you go arms all the way out and then press back up. So at the bottom, arms out and press in. It's up to you what you want to do. So you start with 2 push-ups. Then you go to the second movement. The second movement, our feet can be together. They can be a little bit wider. We go down to the floor. And as we jump up, we say, I'm a star!
I'm a star!
I'm a star!
I'm a star!
That's 2, right? Then we're going to go back to the push-ups. We do 4 of the push-ups. I'll be reminding every step of the way. We're going in 5 seconds. We're starting with 2 push-ups. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. 2 push-ups to start. And we got 2 star jumps. I'm a star! I'm a star! Then we got 4 push-ups. And 4 star jumps. You can start to slow things down as we get more star jumps in here. I'm a star! I'm a star! I'm a star! I'm a star! And 4 push-ups.
6 push-ups.
6. We just did 4 star jumps. That's right. 6
6
push-ups.
push-ups.
I'm trying to do less reps over here.
No way.
That's why it's always good to work out with a partner to keep you accountable. So we got 6 star jumps. We are 1 minute in. We're doing this for 2 more minutes, folks. Don't feel like you have to work all the way through it. Get your breath. Make sure we're doing good quality movement. So we've got what?
6 star jumps.
6 star jumps. All right. I'm a star! 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 That was 6. All right. 8 push-ups. We're halfway there.
You got this, guys.
1 minute to go, folks. We're on the round of 8 star jumps, but you might be at your own. Woo!
Woo, my heart is going.
All right, 8. I'm a star! I'm a star! I'm a star! I'm a star! No, I'm a star!
No, I am!
I'm a star! I'm a big shiny star!
I'm a big
shiny star! Holy moly. I think I'm going to go really slow on these push-ups. I don't want to do any more jumps. Woo, 30 seconds, Taylor.
You got this.
$15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Nice work. So that was a 3-minute AMRAP. We got to 10 push-ups. What'd you get to, Taylor? Let's see. How you doing, Taylor?
Great.
What'd you think of those star jumps?
What is
Hi.
thing get out of my hair?
There you go. What'd you think about the star jumps? Oh, they were fun.
They're great.
All right, so our last one, we're gonna have some fun a little bit. It's gonna be the same thing, Taylor. We're gonna do 2 of 2 movements, then we're gonna do 4 of 2 movements, and then we're gonna do 6 to 8 if we can get to 10. That's great. A little more of a technical movement. I call them a ninja get-up. You can do a rolling get-up if you'd like. So we start standing up, we fall onto our back, and we stand back up. We can use our hands to push ourselves back up. You can also kind of get 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, right? So we're gonna do 2 rolling get-ups. And the second movement is one of my favorites, not just a regular burpee, but a burpee on fire. It's gonna look like this. You do a burpee, and then you gotta roll and get back up. That would be 1. A burpee, roll, get that fire out, and back up.
I'm just
So that would have been 2. Right, then I go back to my rolling get-ups. So a little slower pace on this one. We don't want to go super fast. Some technical movements. We've got some rolling forward and backwards, side to side. So have some fun with it. If you want to add in a movement of your choice, that's fine as well. But we're going 2, 4, 6, 8 for 3 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, and we're going. We got the rolling get-ups. And the burpees on fire. Down to the floor, roll over, put that fire out, and back up. Don't have to jump. It's that roll that we're looking for. That's 2. So now we're on to 4. Again, take your time. A little more technical movements. Can we do it without our hands? It's always worth trying. If we need to use our hands, by all means. I even like to do it a one-legged. That's a little more practice, skill-oriented. 4 rolling get-ups, 4 burpees on fire. One more.
Okay.
We'll always finish on this side of the mat.
Oh, good. Good job, guys. Keep it up.
Woo! Minute and a half to go. As we roll, keep your chin to your chest. You don't want to slam your head into the floor. A little bit over 1 minute to go. But that's it.
One more.
I always joke, I don't have any certifications in counting. Can you do your roll without touching your hands to the floor? Try that out if you need to, though. Just keep using those hands to push yourself over, to roll over. 30 seconds, folks.
Let's go, guys. Good
20
job.
seconds to go. We're on round 8 of a rolling get up. I might just hang out on the floor a little bit while Coach Eggleston shows me up.
Oh.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Go, guys.
And 3, 2, and 1. Nice work.
Good job, guys.
That concludes the high intensity portion of today's workout. Taylor, how we doing? You have fun with that one?
Cool.
Can I see your ninja getup? Your rolling getup? Let's see it. Roll back and stand up. Can you stand all the way up? So start standing and then roll back. There you go. That's awesome.
Good job, Taylor.
I can't see him inside of it.
Okay, we're going to go.
Ooh, I'm sweating, Coach Joe.
I am too. Woo. All right. We're going to get back into the tabletop position. We're going to do a couple of yoga-based poses. So what we want to do is we want to sit our hips back towards our heels, and we just want to relax. Right? So our hips are towards our heels, our arms are locked out but loose, and we're just breathing. Work on controlling your breath and not just letting all that air out once you breathe it in. So maybe 3 seconds in, 3-second hold, and then slowly let it out. We're going to walk our hands to one side, and we're going to get a nice little side stretch. So our hips stay generally in the same position, but we're walking our hands either to the right or to the left. I'm right. Coach Eggleston is left. We're going to walk it out to the other side. Same thing with the breathing, slow, controlled breathing. Maybe try holding it in for a little bit. Then we're back to that tabletop position into our cat camel or cat cow, whatever you want to call it. Same thing, work on a slow, controlled breath in. A 3-second hold. And a controlled breath out, then we go the other way. And we're going to move to a seated position. Our legs are going to be straight out in front. Try to get our toes pointed up towards the ceiling. And we're going to reach for our toes. Don't have to force it, right? If we round out our back, we're not stretching our hamstrings, we're stretching our lower back. So really try to get it in the bottom part of our leg, feel it in the back of our leg. Same thing, work on your breathing. Controlled in, hold it for a few seconds, and slow out. Let's widen our feet to a seated straddle. And we can have our hands down, straight down the middle. Same thing, we want to try to feel it on the back part of our leg, our inner thigh now with our wider stance of our legs. And try to sit into that stretch with deep breaths. We're going to bring our feet together, butterfly position. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring our knees up, and then we're going to drive them down, try to work it just in that hip. So knees up, and then all the way down. So not a fast butterfly, a slow and elegant one, like it's in slow motion on the Animal Planet channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
The planet Earth with all the slow-mo and the British accent guy talking about nature. And that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Coach Eggleston and I will be working out together every week, taking you through a fun workout. As always, wrapping up with a little bit of stretching. Thanks for tuning in. Taylor, you did amazing.
Thank you, Coach Joe.
Thanks, guys.
Have a great week.
You're welcome.
Until next time.
Bye. How'd it go? Good. Did you have a nice
Bye, 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 bye.